What's up, YouTube? It's Elijah here, coming at you from another video from the Uberlifestyle.com, your one-stop shop for all things rideshare and delivery alike. Now, a few of y'all have reached out to me, mainly in my market, saying that, hey, what's up with the boost zones in the DFW? And as far as I know, everyone is just like me, a dual platformer that's been reaching out about this question. But I decided to make this video to cover something that is really something we should know as drivers. Now, this doesn't apply to all markets, but at the end of the day, I don't want y'all to rely on boosts to make money. Like the income range I put between $11 to $18 an hour, you should have no problem staying within that income range with or without boosts. I treat Ubereats like I treat stocks. Based on what's going on in the market determines on what strategy I use. The market's booming, I invest one way. The market is starting to fall, I switch strategies. And I can keep making that same amount of money by switching strategies. Same applies with Ubereats. So the jewels of this, part of it is in the Ubereats course. You want to look at videos 6, 3, and 4, because a pro driver doesn't have to rely on chance or luck or boosts or anything like that. However much you want to make, you have the skill to do it. So a lot of this goes into knowing what restaurants to go to, what restaurants to stay away from. And some of this I'll be covering in the more advanced Ubereats course I've been telling y'all about. But until then, what are unique to certain areas of your market or your city? You have areas that are more challenging than others. And oftentimes that's the reason the boost zone exists in the first place. Got huge apartment buildings and people aren't tipping in that area, and they're taking a long time to finish that delivery. Restaurants are taking a long time, you're having to wait and you're not getting the wait time fee. See, all this contributes to why, okay, I really need that boost now. But let's say you know the areas in your market that make good tips. Okay, that's something to think about. You know the areas of your market is saturated with nothing but houses, no apartments. That takes less time. That's something to think about. There are areas in your market where the restaurants have their shit together. That's something to think about. You just go in and pick it up. That plays a big role in how many you can get in an hour. These are the things you need to think about, and not just the boost. Because, you know, the boost, at the end of the day, it may be there, it may not. It's based on customer demand and drivers in that area. And truth be told, as drivers, if we're not servicing this area because it's too much effort and it doesn't have a boost, chances are a boost zone will have to get put on there just to incentivize drivers to get out there. So let's take a look at what did I make. You know, this was yesterday, and we don't have any boosts in the DFW for the dual platformers, meaning those that drive Ubereats and Ubereats. I did nothing but Ubereats yesterday. Let's take a look at what I made. You see it's around $90, and I actually made $24 off the app, meaning cash, tips, etc. So doing the math, you add the around 90 plus the $24, that gives you around $114. Now divide that by how many hours I was online. Now we're gonna boost that to 7 hours and some change. We're gonna round it up to 8 because there was some driving in between where the app wasn't on. So we're gonna round that up to 8. Now, what does that give you? It gives you $14.25 per hour. That's still within the range I told y'all about, right? And truth be told, that's around my normal range. I'm not relying on the boost. They're a nice bonus. And if they're in effect, I have a certain strategy. But if they're not in effect, there are certain areas of my market I don't go to because the effort and time don't balance out to keep me within the income range that I want. I put $11 to $18 an hour because that's the range that you can stay in. But truthfully, I'm more in the $13 to $20 an hour. If it drops below that, that's a problem. So I'm making this video so y'all don't get reliant on the boost. Look at it as a bonus. And if it's not being offered for whatever reason, get familiar with your restaurants and areas of your city that tip more, the customers are more friendlier. And when you combine all those factors, you'll still be making around the same amount of money. And you can do so without the boost. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. If you like this video, it's much appreciated if you could hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and share. It's Elijah. Until the next time. Peace out.